Let's dive into a charming story: Fusan's coffee date with Baris. Fusan was unusually happy, while Baris was as nervous as a startled little rabbit. Just as Baris was lost in thought, Fusan was called away and dashed off. Baris, concerned for Fusan, specially bought him coffee, dreaming of a sweet chat together. However, Fusan bluntly stated, "You must care about him. I feel so unlucky." "I have no time for anything," said Fusan, leaving Baris utterly flabbergasted. He confidently turned away, unaware that Fusan's mother had been snoring, and his dad was as strict as a headmaster. He hoped Fusan could score a scholarship to ease his mother's burden. But Fusan didn't really dislike Baris, he just feared that graduation might affect his grades. The next day, Baris surprisingly found Fusan's classroom, and Fusan, furious, called him out. Just then, classmate Hader walked by and asked, "Do you know Fusan?" "Yeah, we've made quite a mess together," he admitted. Turns out Baris designed the entire building. He's not just a talented singer, he's a genius in architecture too. Baris gave up quickly, yet Fusan's heart was filled with regret. Little did Baris know that Fusan's lack of time was merely a flaw. Baris quickly slipped away, with Fusan chasing after him, and Baris accusing him of the "I have no time" trick. "If you have a boyfriend, simply tell me straightforwardly," Baris yelled. Fine, Baris paused, as if he had just tasted sunshine. "I was so grateful to see you for the first time." Baris turned away, his heart brimming with hope. He slowly walked towards Fusan, reaching out for the girl he almost lost. Fusan felt ecstasy and instinctively touched Baris' cheek. Baris, overjoyed, introduced Fusan to his friends and then shyly performed on stage. Proudly, he introduced Fusan to his parents, as if picking the first fruit from a tree. Fusan stubbornly insisted on celebrating his birthday early, inviting all his friends for a romantic party. Their feelings heated up quickly, but conflicts followed. Baris was scolded by his mentor like a dog. Due to his neglect, his graduation project was dragging along, and he had to finish it within 3 days, or risk not graduating. Meanwhile, Fusan's survey was at the standstill. He wept to Baris, saying, "Only 3 days left." Baris gently comforted him. "Don't worry, there's still time." He then began knocking on doors one by one. The dozens of surveys disappeared like snowflakes, and during this time, Fusan realized he really loved him. After solving the problem, Fusan noticed the tattoo on Baris' hand and had an idea. The tattoo artist began preparing, and Fusan couldn't help but cry out in pain, which hurt Baris' heart. Though Fusan was determined to go through with it, Baris couldn't bear to see him in pain and said, "Wait for you outside." But in less than a minute, he walked back in, insisting Fusan stop. He simply loved him too much. Fusan's pain was like a knife in Baris' heart, but ultimately, he managed to endure the long night. Later, Fusan realized that Baris almost missed the most crucial moment for him. The next morning, Baris turned off Fusan's alarm clock, wishing he could get some extra sleep. Little did he realize at that moment that his action nearly ruined LFC. Talk about an opportune moment for a blunder. "What's wrong? You never thought of that?" Baris scrambled to explain. "I was just moonlighting." Yet Fusan stormed off in anger, unaware that his words struck Baris like daggers. He started banging on the drums, the rhythm turning chaotic like a runaway race car. Baris didn't care about Fusan's calls. His heart was filled with self-blame. He blamed himself for turning off the alarm and upsetting Fusan, slowly changing. Baris became increasingly irritable, sometimes as silent as a rock. It was a sign of mania depression. The sufferer's emotions were amplified, thoughts surged, and behaviors intensified. The worst part was there was no cure. Baris stayed locked up at home for a month, not laughing once. Suddenly, Fusan's classmate found him. He told Baris that Fusan's mother had passed away. Baris' heart broke as he rushed to Fusan. He embraced him tightly and said with sincerity, "I've truly fallen in love with my son." "I've fallen in love with my daughter," even though mania depression tormented him. Yet seeing Fusan in pain, Baris chose to hide his own feelings and smiled when attending the graduation ceremony. Baris ran to Fusan, giving him a deep kiss. Today, Baris took Fusan to the park, placed a white flower crown on him and said, "I hope to be a part of your life." Suddenly, music blared and people danced around them. Fusan was overjoyed and lost in the celebration. Eventually, the dance stopped and a banner unfurled, with everyone cheering. "Not leaving yet, please subscribe to my channel," Fusan said to his father, who vehemently opposed it.